They say the true test of a game master is the ability to play multiple matches at the same time, proving one's knowledge and understanding of the game. But in every few generations, a competitor comes along who is so in tune with the nuance and know-how of the game, they push the boundaries beyond the game itself.
Yes! Yeah!
That was really impressive, Steven.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that move I did over there?
Ah, yeah.
It's crazy.
So good.
You know what I think? I think we can start our own show after this.
Hey.
Yeah, like maybe we'll do videos one day. Oh, hello there! I'm MC Haggis, the world's greatest Scottish rapper. And this here's my beatboxing partner, Seamus McFamous. Say hi to him, Seamus.
Hey.
Whoa, okay. This month we're all about knowledge, learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do. And me and Seamus are very excited about this month. You might say that we're hungry for knowledge, right, Seamus? And what happens when you're hungry for something, Seamus?
Hey!
That's right! You eat. And where can you find more knowledge, Seamus? That's right! In a book! Being a couple of smart guys like we are, me and Seamus decided to combine our hunger for knowledge and books together. How do we do that? We're microwaving books to get them ready to eat. Woo!
Hey.
Now, you might be asking, what kind of book would you microwave and eat? Well, we thought about books like James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or maybe even Green Eggs and Ham. Ooh, that's good, yeah. But the obvious one is my grandma Wilhelmina's cookbook. Let's give it a go, Seamus. All right, it's done. Woo! Ah. That's hot. Hot. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna pick one of my favorite recipes. Oh, right here. Woo, bon appetit. Oh, wow.
Why?
What a horrible idea. That didn't turn out like we thought it would. Not at all. I think I can speak, at least for myself, that when I say that the only thing I've learned is to not eat or microwave books. I repeat, don't eat or microwave a book. Maybe there's a better way to get knowledge, like, I don't know. Oh, read. Okay, you know what? I think I have an idea, Seamus.
Hey.
Go ahead and kick it. Oh, yep, don't kick it with your mouth full. Just go ahead and do what you need to do. Oh, that was more polite. I just... Kick it! Don't fill up your brain with all kinds of nonsense. Fill it with things from church, school, or college. It's important to give your brain a polish. Learning something new so you can be better at whatever you say and do, and that's knowledge. Word. All right.
Hey.
You know what, Seamus? I hope that book was gluten-free, because I know you have a bit of a gluten thing. You know, if you eat too much of that, it's going to go right to your skull, I guess.
Every day's a new day. Can't wait to see what comes my way as I stand on the sand beside the ocean, looking at everything in motion. I think about all the possibilities, so many things that I can be. No, I never want to stop learning, like a fire in my heart that keeps burning. The world comes alive. I want to discover, gonna soak it up so I can be better. I want to go and see what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. I want to discover, gonna soak it up so I can be better. I want to go and see what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. Yeah. Today I get to turn a new page, discovering my story in a different way, closing the chapter of an old book, now reading the words with a new look. All the people that I meet, stories are so inspiring, so many words unwritten, learning with my heart wide open. The world, it comes alive. I wanna discover, wanna grow into what I can be. I wanna discover so I can be better. Wanna grow into what I can be. The whole world's waiting. I wanna discover so I can be better. I wanna grow into what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. It's waiting for me. I wanna discover so I can be better. Be better. So what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. The world's waiting. Yeah.
Welcome to Story Lab. This week we're talking about knowledge. Well, we take a look at the story of two people who lost something pretty important. Hey, I'm Amaya.
And I'm Zeke.
And we're talking about knowledge, which is learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do.
I just learned how to do one side of a Rubik's Cube.
That's awesome. Can you show us?
Sure. Oh, hold on. I had it. Have no idea. Oh, of course it's in the book bag. Sorry, can't find it.
It's okay. You're not the only one.
What, you've lost a Rubik's Cube too?
No, I mean you're not the only one who loses stuff. I read the average person loses up to 3,000 things in their life.
That's like the opposite of knowledge.
I even found a quiz for us. Let's go.
About losing stuff?
Welcome to What Have You Got to Lose?
What is happening?
You have 20 seconds to correctly answer the following questions.
I didn't even study.
It's supposed to be fun. We use our phones.
Question 1. The average kid loses 7 items a month. What top 5 things do kids lose?
Jacket,
Shoes. Remote.
homework,
A stuffed animal.
gloves,
Snacks. Oh, come on.
lunchbox, backpack.
I didn't even get anything right.
I guess I'm just really awesome at losing stuff.
Question 2. On average, how much time do people spend each day searching for misplaced items?
Wait, do we both answer?
I don't know. How much time do you spend looking for stuff?
Last week I was like 20 minutes late to school looking for my homework.
Minutes? Okay, I usually find my stuff in like 2 minutes.
So in between 2 minutes and 20 minutes. 10 minutes?
Okay, 7 minutes.
Or 10.
Or 7.
Fine, 7.
Okay, we answer 7 minutes.
The correct answer is C. 10 minutes.
I had it.
Sorry. But wow, if most people spend 10 minutes a day looking for lost stuff, that means that's 2.5 days a year totally wasted.
2.5 days I could be napping. Or
Yeah.
playing Row Builder. Okay, we're 1 for 2.
Final question. Forgetfulness can be a sign that you are busy, distracted, or tired. But forgetfulness can also be a sign of what?
I bet forgetfulness is a sign of intelligence.
Oh, you just want losing stuff to mean you're smart.
No, but it's like your mind is so full of other awesome stuff, you can't remember little things, like your phone.
I guess you could be right.
Well, if losing stuff is a sign of intelligence, then I am intelligent, and you should definitely trust my answer.
You know what? There's some backwards logic there, but...
Time's almost up.
Okay, fine. Our answer is C, intelligence.
C is correct.
Yes! 2 out of 3.
Thank you for playing. What have you got to lose?
We just lost some time.
Well, that's better than the main characters in today's story. They lost someone.
Whoa. It's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the 3rd book of the New Testament, Luke. But before Luke, in the very beginning, out of deep love, God made an amazing world. But when people turned away from God, the world was broken.
God made a plan to draw people back into a relationship. So, at the right time, God sent a tiny baby to be born in the small town of Bethlehem, God's very own son, Jesus. But Jesus didn't stay a little baby. He started to grow.
Which is where our story starts.
Let's take it away.
Hey everyone.
Hey, Brian.
Brian.
As Jesus grew up, he had to learn stuff, just like we do. He had to learn how to walk and talk, how to put on his own sandals, how to grip a stone to toss it in the creek. And as he grew older, Jesus learned how to help his mom with chores and how to fit together smooth boards in his dad's carpentry shop. And every year, Jesus and his family joined other Jewish people traveling the long, dusty road to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Now, this trip would have taken at least 4 or 5 days. Think about it. No car, no bus. That was nearly a week walking every day, all day. But it was a special time, too. Jesus was able to run and play with other kids during the trip, and they all camped out under the stars. At last, Jesus and his family reached the city, along with thousands of other people. They likely stayed with family or friends to celebrate for the whole week, and they shared a special meal together on the very last evening. As they ate roast lamb, they remembered and retold the story of how God had rescued them from slavery in Egypt.
Why do we eat this meal every year?
We were slaves in Egypt, and the Lord took us out from there with a strong hand and with an outstretched arm.
The next morning, Jesus' family packed up and joined the crowds flowing back out of Jerusalem. Jesus knew when they were leaving, so his parents expected he would just travel with a group and join them when they stopped to camp as usual. But in the evening, Jesus did not turn up.
Have you seen him this afternoon?
I haven't seen him since we left Jerusalem. I thought he was ahead of us with Eli's family.
Has anyone seen Jesus?
Mary and Joseph hurried through camp, checking with all their friends and family. A sick feeling settled in their stomachs as they began to realize, somehow, Jesus had been left behind in Jerusalem. The trip back to Jerusalem must have seemed endless. Mary and Joseph were already exhausted, and their imaginations were working overtime.
What if he got hurt?
He could have been knocked down by a Roman chariot. Those soldiers don't care who's in their way.
When Mary and Joseph finally reached Jerusalem, again, they searched everywhere for their son.
We already checked with all the cousins.
Maybe he's in the market.
No one had seen Jesus since the day before. Mary and Joseph must have been sick with worry by the 3rd day when they thought to look in one last place.
He loves to study the scriptures. What about the school at the temple?
But that's for scholars and teachers.
Still, Mary and Joseph decided to look just to be certain. Sure enough, when Mary and Joseph hurried into the temple courtyard, they saw a group of teachers.
Joseph, that's Jesus, right in the middle.
They're actually letting him talk.
Now, we don't know exactly what Jesus discussed with the teachers, but they were all amazed at how much he understood and at the wise answers he gave to their questions. As soon as Mary saw Jesus, she rushed to him.
Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been worried about you. We have been looking for you everywhere.
Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?
See, Mary and Joseph had been so stressed out that they'd forgotten what the angel told them more than 12 years before, that Jesus is God's son. It made complete sense for Jesus to be in the temple, but Mary and Joseph still didn't fully understand. Jesus returned to Nazareth with his parents. He loved them deeply and obeyed them, and Mary kept everything that had happened in her heart, like a secret treasure. As Jesus continued to grow, he became both wiser and stronger, and he found more and more favor with God and the people around him. The end.
I'm pretty sure I'd be grounded for a year if I went missing for 3 days.
Yeah, but Jesus did have a really legit reason to stay behind in the temple.
Well, first and foremost, Jesus is God's son, right? And Jesus knew that listening to God and learning more about God was the very most important thing that he could do.
Even though it was hard to understand for Joseph and Mary.
So, what's our part in the story?
Learning about God can seem like just one more thing to check off. But discovering God is so much more. God is the creator of the entire universe, yet God wants to have a relationship with you. When you read scripture or memorize a verse, God can speak to you through those words.
You can also learn about God when you talk to people who follow God or read things they've written.
You can start small. Pick one verse to read every day for a week.
Or ask an adult to help you choose a devotional book, and that can help you discover so much more.
And here's the awesome thing. The more you learn about God and the more you start to know God, the more you want to discover.
God is so big. There's no end to what you can learn and know about him.
I think you guys have the picture. See you next time.
So here's the thing. Knowing God is the most important thing.
Do you think God can help me find my Rubik's Cube?
I think the eyes God gave you can help you find it.
Where?
Okay, I'll help you. Right now, you're cold.
Okay.
Colder. Warm. Warmer. Warmer. Hot. Burning!
Oh, there it is!
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
Okay, so you start like this. First you rotate.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show. I'm Brandon, that's Steven.
And today we're brought to you by the letter N, because it's always good to learn some knowledge.
You do know that starts with a K, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Today we're brought to you by the letter K, used in words like cabinet, caboose, Colorado, and clock.
Those start with C.
Right, but clock ends with a K, right?
That's right.
Words like clock.
Okay. Hey, that reminds me, did you ever learn how to set that new alarm clock I got you for Christmas?
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Nah, no idea.
Oh. You sure you don't want to, look it up or ask someone for help?
I'll figure it out.
You can just ask someone. It wouldn't be that hard to do that.
I'm good.
All right, there's no shame in asking.
I got it!
Moving on. Please welcome someone who knows stuff.
Hey guys!
Hey! So pumped to have you back on the show.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, for those of them who may have missed you before, tell us who you are and what you know.
Okay, my name's Mishka, and I am now a 22-time robotics champion and a maker/inventor. I love taking things apart to see how they work and then putting them back together.
Hey, Steven, you know what you could ask her about?
I know what you're getting at, but I'm gonna figure it out myself.
Figure what out?
Nothing! So what have you been working on?
Well, I have a device that automatically makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Really? That's amazing, and I am so hungry.
But for some reason, it keeps setting the sandwiches on fire.
Oh, I'm not that hungry.
I've also also been working on a system that trains squirrels to carry your mail to and from your mailbox.
Wow.
But right now, the squirrels just take the mail and hide it in the trees.
Oh. Well, it's good that you're always trying to learn how to do new things.
Of course. I try and learn one new thing every day. It could be simple or it could be really complex. The key is keep trying and never be afraid to ask for help.
Ask for help? Really?
Oh, what's in the box?
Oh, I almost forgot. It's something I've been working on for a while. They've actually started selling them in stores.
What is it?
I call it the Robotic Rise and Shiner.
Oh, this is incredible!
Thank you.
No, I mean, yes, this is incredible, but the thing is, we actually, you want to tell her about... No, see, I actually got
Wait, I'm
Steven...
sorry. What is going on? Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, MacGyver.
See what you've done, Steven?
Einstein, Bose.
You know she only says her favorite physicist when she's starting to feel anxious.
No, okay. I didn't, I wasn't, I'm sorry. I didn't I wasn't trying to upset you.
Are you making fun of my invention?
No, it's just,
You got one? Oh my gosh. Do you like it? Wait, why didn't you tell me? Do you hate it? Did it not work? Is it a complete failure? Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, MacGyver.
No.
Einstein,
It's
Bose,
actually,
Newton, Curry,
it's okay. It's just, I actually just haven't figured out how to even turn it on.
What? Were the instructions not clear?
I kind of threw those away. I wanted to figure it out myself, which I couldn't do, so now it just kind of sits here.
But why didn't you just ask me for help?
Because I was embarrassed that I didn't know how to turn on an alarm clock.
What? Do you know how many things I don't know how to do?
No.
I had to read instructions on how to use my toothbrush. And it's not even electric.
What?
Yes. I mean, how are you supposed to know something if you haven't learned it yet? Even the smartest people in the world are trying to learn new things.
Yeah, that's why they're the smartest people in the world.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to show you how to start it?
Yeah.
Okay. You just push this button.
Push that one.
And hold down
Hold
this
that.
one. And then you turn this
Oh,
one
and
like
then you
this. Boom. That's it.
Hello, I am RRS, Robot Rise and Shiner, or Reese for short. Just tell me what time you would like to wake up, and I will make sure you are awake. Would you like to hear my alarm?
Yes, and make it loud.
No! You have to be very specific with it. I'll send you over some new instructions.
Don't bother. I don't need them. I've got this. Turn this, do this, do this.
Self-destruct mode. This robot will implode in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, could I maybe get those instructions, please?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
It's Bible story time with Kellen!
We're not about to explode, are we? Or implode, which may be worse.
You heard that, huh?
Oh, I'm pretty sure the whole neighborhood did. But it sounds like you're ready to accept some help now.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to learn something new.
Ooh-wee! That is music to my ears. Well, today's story is all about searching for knowledge.
Sounds perfect. Hit us up.
This story is about when Jesus, as a kid, went looking to learn more. Our story starts when Jesus was around 12 years old. Every year, Jesus, his mom and dad, Joseph and Mary, and most of his family would make a trip from Nazareth to Jerusalem for the Passover festival. It was about a 4 or 5 day trip to get there. They would stay for about a week, and then they would travel 4 or 5 more days back.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
It was a long trip, but it was an important one for their family and for all Jewish families. The Passover festival was a time to celebrate and remember when God rescued their people from slavery in Egypt. So, I'm sure when they arrived in Jerusalem, they were very, very excited.
Yahoo! We're here! First, we'll need to prepare for all the festivities. Then we'll have the feast.
Yes! Roast lamb!
A day after the big feast, Mary and Joseph and their extended family loaded up for their journey back home.
I keep thinking we forgot something. Are we forgetting something?
I can't think of anything.
Something important.
Now, I'll have to give Mary and Joseph some slack here because it was a big caravan of family members and everyone just assumed that everyone was there and was accounted for. But when they stopped for the night, they came to a frightening conclusion. They had left Jesus back in Jerusalem, a full day's journey from where they were.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's all alone and scared. We have to find him.
I can't imagine what that must have been like. Losing your child in a store, well, that's one thing. But leaving them in a city by themselves for almost 2 days had to be unimaginable. But they finally made it back to Jerusalem. The problem was, it was like finding a needle in a haystack. They had no idea where Jesus might be.
Jesus! Anybody seen a 12-year-old boy? Jesus! Anybody? Excuse me, sir.
Who, me?
Yes, have you seen our son? He's 12 years old.
No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen him.
What are we going to do? We've looked everywhere.
Well, they hadn't looked everywhere. They decided to try the temple. Now, they knew it was a long shot because a kid would not be allowed to wander around with the teachers and the scholars. But they had to make sure. When they got to the temple, they found Jesus sitting with the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. Now, we don't know exactly what they were talking about or what Jesus said to the teachers, but the writer, Luke, he wrote, "Everyone who heard him was amazed at how much he understood. They also were amazed at his answers." Mary and Joseph were amazed too, and probably relieved, and maybe a little bit frustrated.
We've been looking everywhere for you.
Your father and I have been so worried.
Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know I would be in my father's house?
What?
Mary and Joseph didn't understand what Jesus meant by that. When we read it today, we know the Father Jesus was talking about was God. And one reason that Jesus was in his Father's house was to ask questions and to learn. And guess what? It worked. Because as Luke wrote, Jesus became wiser and stronger. He also became more and more pleasing to God and to people. The end. What'd you think, fellas?
It's wild to think about Jesus searching for wisdom and knowledge because he's Jesus. Doesn't he already have that?
But that's the point. Those who sit around and think they're smart usually aren't. It's those who are constantly looking for God's wisdom. They're the wise ones.
Now that is a boom if I've ever heard one.
It is. So I'm going to leave that right there. Until next time.
Thanks, Kellen. See ya. You know what? Now I feel kind of silly about the alarm clock. I mean, if Jesus himself was looking to learn new things, why would I be afraid to?
Well, sometimes we do feel embarrassed when we don't know something, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, I guess as long as you're looking and trying to figure out what God wants for your life, you'll be okay.
Exactly. And I think that leads perfectly to
Reveal the question.
How do you know God?
Yeah, I guess that's what we've been talking about. If you search for God and for what God wants in your life, you'll probably know God better.
Yeah, and you can do that by reading the Bible and talking with others who believe in God.
Yeah, and asking questions. I wouldn't have known how to work my alarm clock if I hadn't asked Mishka.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have known that awesome Bible story about Jesus if we hadn't talked to Kellen.
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot today.
I concur.
Concur. Another K word.
Nope.
Concur. Concur. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
It's 2 Ks. That's why. Concur. Concave. Concur.
All right, we'll see you next week for a brand new show. Next week.
Week. But that is a C. I don't have a C, I just have an N and a K.
You should really go to school.
Hello? Reese says, pat your head and rub your belly. Reese says, turn like a ballerina. Reese said, stand on one foot. Reese said, do a dance.
I think I'm out.
Do the robot.
Oh, I
Reese didn't say.
Oh!